Constructing a perpendicular bisector. First of all, perpendicular are two lines that intersect at a 90-degree angle. A bisector, or to bisect, means to cut in half. So more specifically, a perpendicular bisector is a line segment perpendicular to and passing through the midpoint of another segment. So if we take a look at a segment right here, and I wanted to construct a perpendicular bisector, first of all, it would have to cut this thing in half. So half would be about here, and then this would be congruent to that, or they would be the same length. Then perpendicular means it's going to hit it at a 90-degree angle. So then the blue line would be called your perpendicular bisector. Now, in order to construct our perpendicular bisector, we're first going to start with a segment, and you can just put your segment AB anywhere you want. That's our starting point, and now we have to figure out how to make the perpendicular bisector. In order to do that, I'm going to come grab my compass tool. I'm first going to measure the distance between A and B, and I'm going to place that circle at A. Then I'm going to measure from A to B again, but this time I'm going to place it at B. Now what I'm looking for is where these two circles intersect, which you can see kind of goes off my page. So in order to fix that, I'm going to grab my move tool, and I'm just going to make my segment a little bit shorter, and I'm going to rotate it so that I can see those two intersections. Then I'm going to come over here, I'm going to grab my intersect tool. I'm going to mark that intersection. I'm going to mark that intersection. Then I'm going to grab my line, and I'm going to use a line to connect C to D. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark one more intersection, which is where the line hits the segment. And then this line, CD, should be our perpendicular bisector. In order to check that, we're going to check two different things. First of all, we're going to measure the distance or length from A to E, and then from E to B. Notice that they are the same, so I did cut the segment in half. The next thing I'm going to check is the angle, because it should be perpendicular. So I'm going to check the angle CEB, which gives me a 90-degree angle. If you grab your move tool, you can kind of move that so you can read it better. And then notice if you grab point A, the two sides remain the same length, and the angle remains 90 degrees.